Hello, book friends. Let's look at my shelves and determine whether they are tricks or treats. I see a treat. I see a treat. And there it is, a trick, because it is falling off my wall. Hello, my booktube friends. I don't know what is happening. Gosh darn it. Who created this tag? You know what? I'll find out and I'll put it in the description below. And I'm not going to tag anybody because it's such short notice. I probably should have dressed up in a costume. Everything is short notice with me. Short notice. I'm that kind of gal. But luckily, right up here in the library, I have greenery everywhere. And I have these little hoops I bought at Target a while ago on the cheap. They were probably $3. And what I do is I just, on my floating shelves, I just hang them in the corner. And I said, you know what? Give it here. Give it here. So now I am Mother Nature in a sweatshirt. Hi, Teddy. In front of me, I have it's not a stack. It's a mess of books. Happy Halloween! Okay, let's do this. It's only 6 long, so I won't be keeping too much of your time. Blood and Gore. What book was so creepy that you had to take a break from reading it for a while? That was easy. First book that came to my mind was Stephen King's It. I'm 52 years old, and I was 50 years old when I bought this. And at the age of 50, I had never read anything Stephen King. Not a lick. And so that is the year I decided that I would take on this big, bad Leroy Brown of a book. And it's a story. Bought it, gave it away, bought it again, started to read it, was all gung-ho, and then I was like too scared to read it because of the hype out there. I don't know, but I couldn't do it. I had to put it down. And then I was determined to pick it up a whole year later, and I did, and I read it. And you know what? It really wasn't that scary. For those in the back that couldn't hear, I said it really wasn't that scary. Number 5, dressing up in costume. What character would you want to be for a day? Okay, I didn't pull that off the shelf. Just let me go get that. I'm back. Okay. Just to refresh our memories. Number 5, dressing up in costume. What character would you want to be for a day? And I am going to say Georgie McKay. She's a character in this book, Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne. And it's a story about a young lady who has left her hometown only to find herself back there and falling for the town bad guy. I would like to be her because she's just a real fine, decent girl. And the person that she is falling for, Levi Fanning, he's changed. He's not that bad guy anymore. And to boot, he builds shit. And I just want him to come and build me shit. I want a deck, and that comes off of the house, and I want a bigger deck around the pool. Maybe go wrap around the majority of it, half the side of it. And I don't know, maybe build me an awning over the wooden deck. And I'm sure I can think of a million and other things I would like him to build me. Yeah, I'm not using him or anything, but you know, if you have that talent and you know, we shouldn't let our gifts go to waste. So Levi could come and give me a visit anytime. Number 4, ghosts. What character would you love to visit you as a ghost? All right, I have several. I really do. Number 1, because number 2, I didn't pull it. Ghosts, come visit me. Okay, so I read 2 books by her. It is Kathie Lee Gifford. Why am I picking her? Because I like her. I like what she has to say. She's a Class A act, in my opinion. And I would like her to follow me around when I'm not feeling so sweet. Because she's always. And she'll just be like whispering to me, oh, no, Floss. Rethink that. I know you could do better than that, honey. Oh, that a girl. I'm so proud of you. You know, she'd be talking to me like that. And, you know, I would just come out of that day a whole lot better. So I would like her to follow me around. Incidentally, I'm not picking all fictional characters. I'm just picking any book or any character, person, fiction or non-fictional, that pops into my head. Kathie Lee can follow me around. And I, you know, like to keep that balance. So the other person I would like to follow me around, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Eartha Kitt. Yeah, Eartha Kitt can follow me around any day. Because when I feel like I'm being pushed around or taken advantage of, I can have her on my other shoulder saying, wow, darling, you do not deserve to be talked to like that. I can't do her voice, but those of you who used to watch Batman and she knows she was Catgirl, I think she would help me to find my inner strength. So she could follow me around as well. Plus, wouldn't that be so interesting? Oh, Kathie Lee can get along with anybody. And you know what? She's a fun chick. So I'm sure she can get along with Kathie. We would just have a great time together, us 3 gals. Okay, moving on. Number 3, candy corn. What book is always sweet? Oh, we have 2 choices. One of my favorite people in the world, Goldie. I read hers, and this whole book is just sweet, even though she was faced with some not so nice, you know, people who can help her propel her career along the way. She handled them with dignity and grace, always took the higher road. She's just a sweet gal, laughing all the time. You know, she's smart, she's funny, she's sexy, she's all the things. I'm gonna go with her. She's just a sweet gal, and this was a sweet book. And if you're wondering why it's a little inflated, because this is a strong life lesson. It's probably not a good idea to drink wine and try to hop on a raft while reading one of your favorite books, because she went under real quick, but I got her. And normally I would replace that, because, you know, that would get on my nerves a little bit, but I didn't, because I have a new attitude that I adopted about 5 years ago. There's no such thing as perfect. Yeah. So this is good enough. Plus, I'm never going to read it again. The other book that is sweet is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, what could not be sweet about this book? I have another beautiful copy of this. I'm not sure if I'm looking for a blue book or a purple book, but it's a big book and it's a hardcover book, and I don't know where it is because I organized my books and I should just be able to go to that shelf and pull it off, but alas, I cannot. I don't know where it is, but this is a sweet, sweet book. This was given to me as a birthday present. And, yeah, if anybody is familiar with the story of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, what is sweeter than everlasting gobstoppers and lickable wallpaper and, of course, that good old Wonka bar and sweet Charlie himself. And, you know, say what you will about Grandpa. There's a lot of negative things being said about the grandpa, but you know what? In my eyes, he was a sweet old man. He was sweet. Yeah, so I'm going with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think it only gets better from here. Or should I say, sweeter from here. Okay, number two. Two more. Trick or Treat. What character is a treat? What character is a trick? Based on what I have in front of me, I'm going to say Ignatius J. Riley. I'm going to say he's a treat. He's a treat because when I read this book, he made me laugh so many times. What a character. One of my very favorite images of this book pertaining to his character is when he was a hot dog vendor. Yeah, some of you know what I'm talking about and some of you don't. His hot dog mobile unit was dirty, as often cars will be, and you know kids like to go and right in the dirt. So he just vended his hot dogs, pushed his cart around here and there throughout the day, and it was a good portion of the day before he finally caught on and realized what the kiddies had written in the dirt of his hot dog unit. That part, hilarious. And another part where his mother and him are arguing, and his mother, I think he goes outside and he dares his mother, in not these words verbatim, but something along these lines, to come outside in her ratty, torn up house coat or nightgown and come and get him. This character is a treat to me. I find him highly amusing. Now, who's the trickster? I have two tricksters. I have, I'm going with this. Oh, I'm going with this one. And I annotated this book, and I don't annotate very often, but I did. The picture of Dorian Gray. Dorian's a trickster. Through and through, Dorian is a trickster. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. And if you didn't read the book, perhaps you should. And here is the doozy that made me LOL. Carving pumpkins. What book would you carve up and light on fire? A million times. And this is not a popular opinion. This is only my opinion. Only my opinion. Keep that in mind, kiddies. No. I dislike this book so much. Me no like. Yeah. This is the book when I read it I read this book twice. And I tried to give it another, you know, I think I came out of it a little bit better on the second round. The first time around, I literally had to go take a shower because it just messed with my mind. It made me feel filthy and dirty and disgusting that you can be that controlled by a higher power. I don't like that book at all. And guess what? Okay, now the big reveal. I went to sit on my beanbag. I'm sitting on an orange beanbag, and I haphazardly sat down, and since it's filled with beans, it tipped. And I wasn't drinking, but I tipped with the bag, and I knocked some books on this shelf, you know, over to the back. And I was like, are you kidding me? I could not even believe that just happened, but it did. But it's okay, because everything happens for a reason. The books fell. I had to straighten them all out. And then I was like, well, forgot about that one, because this is another one I would carve up and burn. Did not like it. For those of you who are Kurt Vonnegut fans, tune me out. Slaughterhouse-Five. This is another one. I can't like it. It's not my thing. Into the Fire. You go. And you know what? I never even told you who my second trickster was, because I have it in my hand. So let's back it up, okay? Pretend we're still on that. So Ignatius J. Riley is my treat, and Frankenstein and Dorian Gray are my tricksters. Frankenstein created this monster, didn't even give it a name. We thought he was going to show it love. He left this poor monster in total abandonment. My heart broke for this monster. Frankenstein is the devil. He's a trickster, and I don't like him at all. How do you like those apples? Until my next video, and until we can spend more time together again, know that I love you. Be well, be good, be reading, and may all your dreams come true.